Oh, are we going live already?
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome back once again to the Fireside Chat with the boys and one gal. Nice to see everybody today. We have special guests here from way up north, and it's funny because if you guys watch my Coffee with HDR, I just throw that out there, you'll know that we got these stickers in the mail last week, right here. And
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, and Mrs. HDR said, "Why did you send yourself a sticker?" And I said, "I didn't mail myself a sticker." And we looked a little closer, and she goes, "Harley's, Diners, Rides. Hey, you have to have them on the show. They're the HDRs." So long and behold, welcome Dave and Lorelei to the show. We also have Colin and Bob, and we're going to go around the horn here and let you guys introduce your stuff. We're going to start out with Dave and Lorelei.
Well, hi, everybody. Thanks, Jack, for inviting us on. We're looking forward to the hour here. So we are a pair of bikers up in Ontario, Keswick, which is kind of central Ontario. We have a channel, Harley's Diners Rides, and it really kind of captures what we do. We ride motorcycles to all sorts of destinations, and, you know, we find good places to eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Right. One of the other nice things with our channel is we have a 38-foot toy hauler, which really opens up our ability to, you know, travel on both sides of our beautiful countries and go for rides. We've been out to South Dakota, New Hampshire, been down into Daytona, and you know, just follow our passion of riding. Did I capture it?
Yeah.
Okay. Got to check in with the boss. Right, make sure I get everything right.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, I seen on one of your recent videos that the boss, Lorelei, was, and when I messaged you, I said, "Who's really the star of the show?" Because she was doing all the descriptions of the new camper and talking about it, and you're just a cameraman. I'm like, wow, that's pretty interesting.
I just do cameos,
Cameos, and that's what she thought her appearance was here tonight. But we have 15 questions just for her about women bikers.
And like every typical man, I think a second ago you told me 10. Now it's 15.
No, Bob said 10. See, he doesn't see the questions, so he doesn't know.
Are you saying our man math is off?
It's frustrating.
All right, we'll let Colin introduce himself. Colin.
Because man math, we always seem to exaggerate, right?
Yes.
At least that's what Bob told me. Couldn't resist. Hi, my name is Colin. Welcome, you two, from Canada. That's awesome. So we're glad that you two are joining us. My name is Colin. I go by Bronco Ride on YouTube, and I ride a 2017 Street Glide Special, or Street Glide Ultra, as my two co-hosts like to call it. So I'm glad to be here. Mr. Bob.
Welcome to you both. I've been following you for a while and get to sit in on the Canadian live feed. So I'm sure maybe you'll talk about that a little bit later. But welcome. I go by Bob Bodine on YouTube, Bodine52. I guess I should include that. And I ride a 2018 Ultra Limited and a 2000 Road King Classic, and I'm half Canadian. Just to get that out there.
Hey.
Okay.
It's funny. Last week we had somebody for the UK, and he was half Ukrainian. Ukrainian?
But, you know, I'll tell you what, it's funny, though. When I moved back to Michigan, my friends tell me I start to talk a little bit like that, just growing up in a family where my father was from Canada. You know, you kind of get used to that a little bit. So
I love the Canadian accent is so damn cool.
It is.
It depends, and it really depends on which province you're from. Right. I've been to Newfoundland, and believe me, can understand half the things they say. Right? Their accent is so thick, right?
So thick.
And where is it? Quebec is French, right? If I remember right.
Quebec and Northern Ontario. Yeah.
All right, guys. And for those that don't know me, people just joining the stream here, I am HarleysDinerAndRides, your good old friend HDR. and I ride a 2018 Road Glide Ultra. So we are going to get around the horn here tonight. And one thing I do like about Canada is my dollar's worth a lot more there. So so if you ever want to retire here, take your retirement, move to Canada, you're going to live like a king. So
Of course, you'll be cold.
Of course, you'll be cold all the time, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we cursed Bob last week because his one question was, when do you put your snowblower away? Right. And I said, as soon as he said that, I said, you know what? We're going to have a couple of days of snow now. And we did.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. By the way, isn't there more alcohol in the beer up there, if I recall?
Yes.
Another great thing about Canada.
So we are drinking. Tonight's beer choice is Harps, and it's from Ireland.
I've heard of Harp.
Yeah.
Boy.
My brother-in-law just brought this for me tonight. This is a Great Lakes Elliot Ness Amber Lager. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like Colin. I bring a couple, just to get.
That was last week. I think I had my 3 beer night. I'm having a rough day. I have 3 drinks, but I don't know why I have this. But like, one is water, one is beer, and one is coffee. So Don't ask me. It's like drinking a shot of tequila, right? Where you have the salt, the shot, and then the lime. I guess that's how I'm treating this. Is the 3-step process. The coffee's going to be the chaser to keep me awake.
What the hell?
Alternating between 2.
Bob, are you drinking Fat Tire today or Coors Light?
You know what? You guys have made me switch to Fat Tire, but tonight we're going old school. We're going a little Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Going off the beaten path.
And I have coffee and water with. No, I'm just kidding. Who would do that?
Yeah,
I would do that. All right. So the first question tonight goes out to the HDRs, and we go to the group. Then we'll rotate back and forth before we hit the rapid fire. So Dave and Lorelai, just to let you know, the rapid fire. If you watched the show before, kind of 1, 2 answer type questions, wordy questions, just very rapid. So, but this one is yours. Take your time, think about it, contemplate it, and say, maybe. Okay. Anyway, here you go.
Oh, just ask the question already.
All right. I see in your videos that you both ride and camp. When did you know that the 2 of you would get together and create a vlogging channel?
All I can say is that I still work. It's David who is retired.
Nice.
And he needed something to do, and because he said he really works for me.
Good for
So
you.
this was something that he could start, and he's pulled me along with him. So because we do ride and camp, but really, Dave, it's all David's idea.
So we've been riding for I've been riding since I was a kid, right? So, and I've had different bikes, Hondas, Goldwings, up until now. And we never even mentioned it. I ride a 2007 Street Glide, and Lori rides a 2008 Deluxe, Softail Deluxe. So we've been, ever since we met, we've been riding together. First Lori on the back, and then a couple of years after, she started riding her own bike, and has had more bikes than I've had. and camping, we've always enjoyed camping, and it just got to be where we wanted to be able to travel farther and use it as a base camp, and tour around. And we like going to the really like going to the bike weeks. So we've been to, as I said, Daytona, we've been to Laconia, we've been to Sturgis. Next year we're supposed to go down to Americade, and just travel around. We're hoping that the border opens up between the provinces so we can go down to the Maritimes, and we want to ride Nova Scotia PEI, and the Cabot Trail, which is a fantastic place to go. But I think that's it. Did we answer the question?
Yeah.
Did I do okay?
You did okay.
All right. So I got one thumbs up.
I have to live vicariously through you. All these, when we have people on that say they're retired, I'm just like, I'm so envious.
How can we work out your deal? I mean, can we stop and go get our wives and all talk about this somehow, where they go to work and we get a retire?
Yeah.
So if you do, Colin, we were talking about man math before, but wife math is just as bad.
Yeah.
Right? Because whenever Lori and I start talking about age, for some reason I get older as we speak, right?
Yep.
First it was, 10-year difference, 15-year difference. She's always getting younger. I'm always getting older. So I'm really not sure about the math on that side.
Well, you're a whole generation older.
Oh,
Different generation, right?
like that.
Here's what
Yeah. So
There's sometimes that it just, you don't want to answer, right? Because as soon as you start talking, you're only going to dig a deeper hole.
Here's one thing I can say, that when you said she's still working and she's had more bikes than you, that's because she's working, Dave. She'll buy you a bike every now and then, only when yours breaks down.
like you. I really do.
I had the logic figured out there. That's good.
But he got his bike for his 50th. He got a Black Cherry bike for his 50th birthday. So
nice.
that was very kind.
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, yes. See, that's the proper answer.
See that?
So, Dave, you've only had that bike for 3 years. Don't complain, because you're 53 now. So,
Jack, you're making up ground there, buddy.
I'm a good host. All right, we're gonna go around the horn. Dave and Lorelei, we start with you. We'll go to Colin and then Bob for the group question, and then myself. When you first bought your new motorcycle, what did you do to break it in?
So we've never owned brand new bikes. We have owned used bikes.
Okay.
And in the past, I've even owned rescue bikes. So I would say that the first thing we've done when we've bought our bikes is plan a ride and gone for a weekend ride.
Okay, that's good.
I think Colin was supposed to go first.
No, you were. We always let the guests go first.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The guests are the most important people in our show.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
We talk to each other every day. Like, our wives think that we're having this man affair.
Oh,
Bromance.
bromance.
A three-way bromance. That sounded gross as soon as I said it.
It really did.
Go ahead.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but no.
No offense to anybody, but
Not happening.
So in Canada, when you come, the next time you come, you let us know when you're here and we'll take you. But there's a place where I was born that is up a side of not a full mountain, but it's called the Crow's Nest.
Okay.
And it's in Bancroft, Ontario. And what's the incline?
It's very shallow.
Yeah, right.
Very
So
shallow.
anyways, that's how we practice. We go up very, very, very steep hills. And then it's great going up, but now try coming down.
Nice.
Very interesting. But you would like that, the Crow's Nest.
I make sure Lori is fully adapt to ride in all conditions, whether it's thunderstorms, hailstorms, gravel roads, potholes,
Steep mountains.
all of those
inclines,
things.
turns, hairpin turns.
Yeah.
We've done it all.
Mr. Colin.
Oh, it's my turn. When I first bought how did I break it in? I think I told you guys this. This is really an answer in the question about breaking in. The Street Glide Special that I'm riding now, the first quarter mile, when I bought it the day of, I dropped it right by the dealer. Did I tell you guys that story?
No.
It was my only drop, but I hit a patch of gravel and then boom. So that was good. Right when you buy a brand new bike, you drop it. But after that, I actually, after the initial shock and being pissed off beyond belief, didn't do any damage though to it, which just scuffed up the pipe a little bit. I rode with my friend about 75, 100 miles that day, just kind of riding on and breaking it in a little bit. We didn't go above 55, 60 like the egg tells you.
Yeah.
And then just rode around. I wanted to get that thing broke in quick. But yeah, that kind of irritated me a little bit when you drop the bike when you first leave the parking lot.
Better to get that first drop in quick.
I did. I got it in.
That's right.
Hadn't happened. Actually, yeah, it did happen once. I've dropped it twice now.
did you get that on video by any chance?
No, and if I did, I wouldn't show it. Actually, I probably would. Everybody does it.
Jack, are you talking about the break-in period of a new bike? Is that what you're referring to?
Yes. What did you do to break your bike in?
So first of all, I bought a used one, my first bike, so it didn't need a break-in. I kept that 3 or 4 months. I would tell you for my Street Glide Special that I bought, other than getting pulled over 5 miles from the dealership when I left with it,
Nice.
Just did the kind of taking it easy, all the stuff they tell you to do with a new motor, and then when I bought the Ultra Limited, I tried to keep up with you going around the mountains saying, Jack, you got to be careful. I'm trying to break this new bike in. And you're like, just ride it. That freaking crap. So
ride it hard. Yeah, I remember that day. That was a good day, actually. Yeah, I went with Bob when he picked us up. I got to watch him ring the bell, and it was an exciting time. And yeah, we did take a really long ride after that. But
yeah, what better way to do it when you get a new bike, right?
Yeah, right. And I think I'm the same way at the break-in. When I had the 2011 Ultra Classic, it was obviously already broken. I mean, but I think even used bikes, you kind of have that break-in period between you and the bike. It's kind of like if you buy a new horse, before you saddle up, you got to make it like love you first before you jump on it and get bucked off. So I think there's a break-in period with a used bike. But yeah, my new bike is the same way. Baby it for that first 50 miles, vary the speed for the first 1,000 miles, get that maintenance, and then beat her up, I guess, after that. So, all right, but that's good. That's good. Good answers. All right, this is out to the HDRs. It's funny. Every time I say I want to bring Mary up here, say, hey, let's answer this question. But so as I watch your videos, and we talked about this a little bit in the pre-show, I noticed often both of you are on the videos. Who do each of you feel is the star and the co-host?
Be careful how you answer this.
Star.
Oh, look at that. She buys him bikes and calls him a star. What a marriage.
This is going to cost.
He's really lucky. I know.
I know. He's really
telling him that.
He should cook you dinner for the next 5 weeks.
Oh, no.
No. Take you to dinner?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. He's improving. He is improving, but yeah.
After the show, can you give me your information? I'm going to have my wife call you.
But only if she can get a bike and she can go for a ride with me.
We're working on that.
I'll just say we both have a lot of fun, and I encourage Lori to, who wants to look at this ugly mug, week in, week out, right? You guys have already proved it that the ratings are going up only because Lori's sitting here beside me. So I'll go. She's a star.
She's a star, and he's the cameraman.
Does he suck up like this all the time, or is it just
no?
He wants to look really nice now because you guys are all here.
Bob, this is being recorded. Like, this is going to be. People are going to be able to see this forever, right? Man. So, my grandchildren will be watching this 20 years from now, and they'll say, "You said that on TV."
Well, yeah,
good point. We better put the beer away.
Or drink more and show them how we really live.
Yeah.
All right. Good answer, guys. I appreciate that. Okay. Here's the group up. We all know we're going for major rides. We have major rides coming up in this season. Which ride are you most excited about and why?
Who are you starting with?
You. We always start with Dave.
The guest?
Dave,
okay.
Dave, we cleared this up. We always start with the guest first.
I think I was having a sip of beer at the time, Jack.
Okay, that's fine.
You know what? We were talking about before we went live. COVID's still a very big concern here in Ontario. It's really hampers where we can go and what we can do. We had planned on going down to Nova Scotia, but the border between the provinces is closed. Right now, we've kind of rejigged things. We're going to take 2 weeks, and we're going to jump on the bikes, and we'll either ride all through Ontario, where we can, or maybe into Quebec and maybe down into the Maritimes. It really sort of like a game day decision as to, what we're able to do. But we've got the last 2 weeks, August, carved out for us to jump on the bikes and go. If we can go to the Maritimes, we'll load the bikes in the toy trailer or toy hauler and head down.
Very nice. Very nice. Colin, were you excited?
We got a couple group rides coming up, and I've seen a couple people in the chat already bring it up. First one, I've got a couple friends that I'm riding with, and I'm looking forward to. I don't know if you guys have met them yet, Bob or Jack. Really good guys off YouTube, but we're going to meet with their wives. Oh, yes, it's you two. The three of us are all going. So
I met them guys.
They were like, what? What are you talking about?
Like,
no, yeah, I mean the three of us and our wives are going to go out, and we're really excited about that. We still haven't figured out a destination. And the second place, and like I said a second ago, a couple people have mentioned it, is the BAM, Virginia Area Motor Blogger Meetup, which is the 11th or the 10th through the 13th of June. There's going to be a lot of people there. I think that's going to be really great. You know, seeing a bunch of friends off YouTube, and we're going to have a great time. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I can't wait to go to VAM and walk around with another 100 people like us with a camera going, hey, we look at each other. We've been through one of those a couple years ago, guys, right?
That was awesome.
But you know what? I remember after that ride, and I think it'll be the same thing here. I don't know if you guys remember us all hanging out in the parking lot, having some beers, just kind of talking to people. That's what I look forward to the most for sure, is meeting people like Colin said. But I think the six of us, you know, the three of us riding with our brides is what I'm really looking forward to as well. So hopefully it comes quick.
Yeah, I think you know, since I'm a member, if you guys ever watched Little Rascals, I'm a member of the He-Man Woman Haters Club, and so I'm looking forward to VAM because it's just the guys. The guys are going to group together and drink some beer and hoot and holler. And no, I'm more excited about taking our wives. I mean, that's going to be a great trip. I mean, the six of us, and the problem with the three of us right now, if anybody doesn't know, our wives are already becoming good female bonding friends. Yay. So it's going to be them against us for like however long we go away.
This is a bad idea.
It's a bad idea. And I think by the time we come home, we're going to have a bunch of gnomes strapped over to motorcycles and hanging on the handlebars. And it's going to be really, really weird. Gnomes everywhere.
Hey, Jack, you might not have saw it, but Ride with Two Indians put a $10 super sticker in there.
Oh, thank you very much for sending that in. We appreciate that. Riding with Two Indians.
Ride with Two Indians was a guest of ours.
They were.
Yep. Early. Hey, Jack, if you don't mind while you're sipping beer, I watched a video before the show, the Ride with Two Indians, where he had an hour interview with Adam Sandoval.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was amazing. Seriously, after this, go check it out. You know, a good interviewer always gets people to open up, and Adam said some things I'd never heard him say before. So pretty cool.
Yeah, nice job, dude.
Yeah, real nice job, Brian.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, sometimes we let people with other kind of motorcycles on our show, other than our Harleys, but like Indians. But anyway, HDRs, where do you hope to take your channel, and what are the dreams for the long vlogging and editing ahead?
You know, really, I just started this as a hobby, something to do. You know, and I hope to keep it as a hobby, not make it into a full-time job, because I do have my chores around the house that Lori has, you know, small list, right? Very small list of jobs that I have to do. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm hoping that people find interesting places to ride and places to eat and go throughout Ontario. We've got a beautiful province here, and, you know, just wanting to share it. We don't have anything spectacular like you know, South Dakota, you know, the mountains there, or, you know, Key West, the beautiful ocean there. But we've got some great riding places and some great places to go here in Ontario and that. So I'm really enjoying just documenting our travels. And, you know, but if my parents, when they grew up, took pictures. So we got albums and albums and albums of pictures, you know, or slides. You know, my aunt and uncle had slide projectors and, you know, boxes and boxes of slides. So I guess this is the same for us. We're documenting our travels, and, you know, what the neat thing is, I mentioned the grandkids, they'll be able to watch, you know, our ventures and what we've been doing, you know, long after we've gone, type of thing.
That's a good point. I think that's why I started actually like journaling. I journal either every day or every other day, and it's totally for the grandkids. I told my wife, you know, if anything happens to me, make sure you print this journal out and bind it up and give it to the kids, because I give them insights to life every day, every other day, of what they should be looking forward to. And they're only, one's 4 years old and the other one's 10 months. So they have a while to go before they read this thing. But yeah, I think that's great to leave a legacy behind.
That's awesome.
Hey, Jack, a couple people have brought up Harley 103 said would like to head to Americade if the border reopens, and then I don't know if my glasses are fogged up or not, but it's a KL Christian or KI Christian. Forgive me if I said that wrong. How come none of us are at Daytona? So it's a good question.
It's called working.
Yeah, it's called working, but
I mean, yeah, if Daytona would pay us $3 to come there and do a show from there, we're there. So
Yeah.
so what's that place? What's that place that Sandoval has?
The K
Law
River.
place. Oh, Law Tigers. If you're watching,
Law
sign
Tigers.
us up.
Pete's 1800, I think, is there. I'm following him like a little schoolboy on watching all of his pictures he's putting on Instagram. So I wish I was down there. Here it's raining a little bit, but man, I
mean, you guys just mentioned it a second ago. You know, it would be fun to do the Key West trip. I would enjoy it. My son goes to school down in Florida, but I would love to maybe stop by and visit him and then just keep going south.
Yeah, we did it last year.
We did it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun day.
Yeah. Beautiful sun and the water is so blue. Right. Amazing trip.
Hey, Jack, if I can just clarify, there's a couple people. The meetup that is in June 11th through the 13th, which we are not hosting, is not just guys. It's couples and ladies and everybody else, just to clarify that.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we'll just be guys at the hotel drinking beers and stuff, and
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
yeah, it's for everybody. We are not hosting this one at all. So this is all Mr. G 1965.
No, Toby.
And I think Mr. McStash,
Toby Northern.
Toby, Ty from Tennessee, right? I think he's part of that. So, but yeah, I don't know who else is running that thing, but we are not.
There's a lot of good events this year. You know, you think about it. A lot of with the poker run that's going on, Badgers and those guys. So a lot of exciting things this summer.
There's a lot of good stuff. And we would be on that one. We talked about that. We all three would be there, but we're going to be on vacation at the same time. But we may be down that way. So wave to us if you see us on the road. Beep, do a little 2-finger salute like this. Don't do this like, hi guys. That's wrong. That's not a motorcycle wave. That's a scooter wave. All right.
Angry
Jack. Scooter wave. All right, here you go.
I'm going to sell my scooter tomorrow.
Everyone watching knows that we all are part of this vlogging hobby. Many people watching are. But inquiry minds want to know, what other hobbies do you have? And if so, what are they?
You go first.
So up until about 5 years ago, ice hockey, ball hockey, volleyball. I was an absolute sports fanatic. But in the last 5 years, it's mostly been golf. A lot of golf and a lot of motorcycle riding and cooking, gardening. So planting vegetables, gardens, and also cooking. Not desserts. Not really into desserts, which he'll complain about. I know he'll complain because all I make is apple pie. That's about it. But everything else, I like to cook.
Lori's an excellent cook, by the way. She is. So hobbies for me, I've had 2 hip replacements, so a lot of things I don't do anymore, right? That's why Bob, I think your wife's name's Linda, right?
Donna.
Oh, Donna. Sorry.
Yeah.
Donna, Lori. I don't know the other one yet.
Okay. But we're hipster. We're related now. We're hipsters, right?
I like that.
Yeah. So I used to water ski, downhill ski, play hockey, all of those things. We enjoy camping, barbecuing, we have a big corn roast every year here in the backyard of our place. So, but I've toned it down a little bit. So really right now we've got a 1-year-old German Shepherd pup that we got this year. And so we do a lot of walking and training in that in the fields. So
very nice. Colin, hobbies.
Mine's easy. I love woodworking. I love playing around. I've said this before. I know. Get myself in trouble when I say I like to play with my wood.
PG channel. What? Oh, you mean
TMI.
are you talking about hardwood? I was just wondering.
Yes, it is hardwood.
Yeah, like pine and oak.
No, I mean, like, I think this got brought up a long time ago. Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, it's like very therapeutic to do that. So I thoroughly enjoy doing that. I mean, am I that good? No. But I actually, a lot of channels that I watch besides motor vlogging and motorcycle related stuff is woodworking channels. I'm just like totally into it. It's fun. It's a fun little hobby.
Nice.
Wow. Two for me. I like to play golf. I actually used to do that as a profession before I do what I'm doing now. So still like to play golf. And when it's winter time and it's October 1st, I like sitting in a tree in the real cold weather looking to do a little hunting. So that's pretty much my wife says she's a widow from October 1st through January 1st in Michigan. So that's what I do in the winter and try to golf in the summertime.
That's how you get me the deer jerky. Oh, you didn't send any deer jerky. Anyway, so my other hobby, if people don't know, is fishing. At the end of last fishing season, we actually purchased a used fishing vessel. Or it could be a 14-foot V-bottom boat, but it's our vessel. We love it. It's a great time to be out there on the water. Just as soon as you get on the lake, like the cell phone quits working, and it's heaven, absolute heaven to be out there and fish. So I do like that. And I also do a little bit of guitar playing, not enough to play you a song, just enough to irritate my wife. So that's what else I like to do.
Do you sing? Because you sung on your video that you released this morning at 8:00. You're welcome for the plug. And dude, I've been riding with you where you sung before. As a matter of fact, I think we sung YMCA together.
We did, and our wife was actually doing the YMCA on the motorcycles going through town, and we're
probably weren't good, but your singing is right on. I think you should continue doing that.
Did I actually sing on this morning's video? I have to go back and watch.
You sing on every video, Jack.
Oh, well, I like to bring out my. That's probably why my subscribers are dropping. Anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Now I know. All right, I wrote this one for the chat room, and I used to put this at the very beginning, and then I've learned that the chat room is not really filled up at the very beginning of these shows. So I wanted to throw it out there now when we got almost 180 people watching this live stream. So
Wow.
here you go. So chat room, I want you to light up the chat room. Winter is starting to break, and the snow is starting to melt. So the temperatures get about 50 degrees. When is the first day that you want to go out and ride? And we might as well take this one around the horn too at the same time the chat room is lighting up. And so we'll talk to you guys first, Dave.
For us, the big thing is the roads where we are. We have the grime that they put down, but a lot of the side roads are sand and salt. So right now,
The bike.
it's really tough riding with so much sand on the road. So we normally wait for the sweepers to go around town, clean off the roads, and also for a good rainfall to happen and wash the grime away.
Late April or May.
Okay. Colin?
Hold on, I'm typing.
Okay.
I have to say hello to the people in the side chat. I rode yesterday. I rode once last week, but normally I try to get it out when it's 50. That's fine. To what you guys just said, when it's got all the salt on it, I just wait for the rain, or if I do a ride, I'll come home and wash it. But the weather's starting to break, so I'm looking forward to hopefully in mid-March, into March, we could start getting out maybe 2 or 3 times a week. That's what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Andrew Touring West just told me it was 60 in Minnesota, so that's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
It'll snow a foot up there in a couple of days, though, right?
Yeah, I know, but at least don't rain on it, dude.
Yeah, I've rode twice so far this year, and we've been fortunate to get some good rain. So I think we talked last week. I kind of always go out in the truck first and see how the roads are before I ride something. But it's been great. A little cold this weekend, but it's supposed to be in the 60s this week. So
Nice.
So if you see a video for me that looks like it may be a work week and I'm playing hooky, just don't tell anybody, because that might be in the cards.
Now I got to look up my weather.
I just seen Mike Hill, 7 put in his lowest temperature ever he rode was 11, and he'll even show you his thermometer in his garage, what temperature it actually is. So, and, that's Fahrenheit, man. That's cold.
Holy crap. 70 next week here.
Yeah. Next week's looking really good across the states. So, yeah, but for me, it's the temperature varies. Everybody knows I got the hot wired pants for Christmas, and I'm itching to put those on. I wasn't go out yesterday and wear the whole entire hot wired suit. It was about 32 degrees here, but we got tied up at a 1-year-old birthday party. That was there was a lot of people at the 1-year-old birthday party, but I said it used to be just the grandparents came over, you sat and you smashed some cake into the kids' face until they cried, and then and then you gave them their gifts and moved on. But now it's a big deal. So we never got home in time. But so temperatures. But I'm with you guys. So you got to watch the roads. I mean, the roads are important.
Jack, did you ride? So you went to a 1-year-old birthday party instead of riding? Is that what I heard you say?
Well, see, like Lorelei. See, I got one of these people in the house called the wife. And when the wife says, "Hey, we're going to this birthday party," that's where you got to go. I mean,
wow.
And is it your grandchild?
No, it was not actually.
Oh,
no.
My God. We got to talk after this if you don't mind.
No, but what I did do, though, there were some kids that came over, and I have 2 grandchildren. So this was not even my family or her family. But the kids came over, and they were all sad because the little boys took their balloons and broke them. The little girls are shy, sat there and blew up balloons and gave them to the little girls. So I had a great time. So I was
Colin, he's nicer than you and I are, for sure.
Well, you know what those kids told me, too. They said, "Oh, Mr. HDR, we're going home and subscribe to you." So I got more subscribers out of it. So it's like I was like this. I was handing out my little cards. I was like, "Here you go, kid. Go home. Follow me." I need subscribers wherever I get them. We came to the part of our show called the Rapid Fire. This was first created back in 1971. I think Colin first dubbed us in our very first show in 1971 when we were on YouTube. Too much?
No, sorry, Jack. Lori was giving me instructions here.
Instructions. No. I said when he says rapid fire, that's 1 or 2, not a soliloquy. Right?
Hey, can I ask, is it David when you're mad at him? Because I've been calling him Dave, and should I be calling him David or what?
Yeah, David.
No, Dave.
Okay.
David.
Hey, David, good luck.
Yeah, from now on, it's David.
And actually, Canadians like to be called Sir David. Sir David.
Well, I could handle that for a little bit, but just Dave. Dave's good with me, right?
Sir Dave?
Sir Dave? Yeah.
All right. Now I know this answer for these 2 guys. When I write these questions, like sometimes I already know the answer. But you guys in Canada, I have no idea.
Oh, come on. This is a no-brainer.
Well, you guys, what do you have in Canada? These are convenience stores in the States.
Oh, we don't have them in Canada.
Neither one?
No.
Hey,
where do you go to?
Go with the first one. Just whatever pops in your head. What do you think?
Well, when I saw Wawa, I was thinking of Petawawa, but I mean,
exactly.
Wawa, right?
We've got a town in Northern Ontario called Wawa.
But you don't have convenience stores in Canada.
Oh, we do.
We do.
They're called Circle K.
Oh yeah, Circle K.
Circle K Wawa.
Circle K. Yep.
Yeah, Lori will go for Wawa. I'll go for Sheets.
Attaboy.
Wawa, obviously.
Yep. Sheets. Bobby even got a Sheets hat. Yeah, I would go with Sheets because that's what we have locally too. So. The joy of the ride or the desire to burn up miles?
Joy of the ride.
Okay. Same. Joy of the ride.
All right.
Joy of the ride for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm the joy of the ride also. Netflix or Hulu? Do you have any of those in Canada?
Yep, we're Netflix. We don't have Hulu.
Okay.
Netflix, the Amazon one that comes with the Amazon Prime, and then I actually do YouTube TV.
Okay.
I'm really happy with that YouTube TV, and those are my 3 primary.
we are Netflix, and we should all share series and stuff that we're watching that's really good, because I have an old boss. Every time we need something, I go, need a Netflix series, and he comes up with something great all the time. So, but Netflix for us.
You know, and I was just sitting here thinking, we're all such good friends. Like, I should have a Netflix account, give you guys my passwords. Bob, you pay for Hulu, and then Colin, you pay for YouTube or something, and we can all share.
Brilliant.
We're like related.
And I'm glad that's recorded now.
Well, you're allowed to your extended family.
Is it recorded? Where's the record button?
No, we just gained money by this. This has been a great hour, right? Jack's going to pay for something we've been paying for. This is sweet.
Wait, end broadcast. Oh, wait, you can't do that. Oh. Synthetic or standard oil, Dave, in your bikes?
Synthetic.
All right.
Synthetic.
Synthetic on Ultra, standard on the 2000 Road King Classic.
Is there a reason for that? Is that what it's meant to run, right?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. I didn't know. Yeah, and I run synthetic, so. All right. I run synthetic because I don't know why. I was told it's better. What do you have more, pictures of your bike or pictures of your kids?
Ooh.
Oh.
They might be watching.
Grandkids. We have more pictures of our grandkids than we do of our bikes.
See, that way you're adding to. No, that's fine. Great kids are fine. Okay, Colin.
Oh, I hate to say this, but it's my bike. Oh my God. As soon as I read that, I'm like, oh man, I'm going to get in trouble. I mean, I have a lot of both, but it just seems like when you look at your camera roll, I'm like, well, there's a bike pic. There's a bike pic. I see my kids all the time. So I'm like, I don't need a picture.
You don't need a picture of them.
Shamefully bike.
Oh, I know. I feel bad.
I know. Bob never Instagrams his kids. It's always his.
Yeah.
Like I knew he had a son, and I didn't know until I'd never seen his son until I think it might have been 6 months ago in a Facebook post.
Separate church and state, buddy. Separate church and
state. We're family. You should at least send us a picture.
I can send you two guys if you want.
No,
That'd be great. It just seems a little odd, but sure, I'll send you one.
That's fine. Yeah, mine is probably the bike too, unfortunately. And I'm like Dave, it's probably the bike and the grandkids.
Now, do you have more of your wife or your bike?
The bike, definitely.
Don't rewrite the question, Bob.
Hey, this is stress just learning these questions now. I just got to tell you.
See, this way you couldn't go and take a bunch of picture, Bob, of your kids and be like, yeah, my kids. Yeah.
That's right. Big Mama and Duke, those are my children.
Total hours you normally sleep.
Now that I'm retired,
Whatever.
Throw that in again, don't you?
Yeah. Jab.
I sleep for 15 hours a day now.
That's right. And I'm riding the other hours.
when I used to work, it was 5 or 6.
Now it's 9.
Now that I'm retired, it's around 8. I'm in bed.
9.
Look at now, David. You know it's 8.
David, yes.
You may never be called David.
She looked right at him like drinking, like, no. Lorelai, how many hours you sleep? We'll throw yours in there too.
Depends if it's a stressful day, but if it's not a stressful day, I'm usually good at for 7.
Oh, good.
Oh, I would love that. Usually 5 on a good night.
Ouch.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, I do between 5 and 6. So, and it's funny too because I'll be told that I get up earlier in the weekends, and then on work days I don't want to get up. So
It doesn't irritate you guys when that happens. So like, day off.
Oh, watch it.
And there's an earthquake in Canada right now.
In Canada,
Lori's just wanting to make a point. That's all.
7.9.
7 hours.
Can I ask you a clarification now?
Yeah.
Total hours you normally sleep. Does that include naps during the day?
No.
Okay.
You're
All right.
a master,
Sorry.
don't you?
No, sorry. I just checking, right? You know.
No, but you're right. You're right, Collins. To your point is, I always say on the weekends, if I sleep 4 hours and get up and I'm doing something at 3, it's my quiet time, right? I can get up and kind of, like this morning I was editing a video at like 4:30.
Oh wow.
You know, but
By the way, can you stop texting us at like 5 a.m., Jack, if you don't mind?
Usually Colin's up. A lot of mornings Colin will text me before I text him. So
yeah, if you guys could just screw me out of those texts before like 6, that would be great. That would be great.
I'm gonna start doing it every day.
You guys been friends.
Don't rewrite questions.
how long have we been
Am I
friends?
rewriting your show? Sorry, how long have you guys known each other?
We just started doing this. We just met each other last March and we started doing this, and we just been friends ever since. No, that's not true.
Just since March? Wow.
That's not true.
It's been a year though.
About 2 years, right? Year and a half, 2 years.
Ever since the West Virginia meetup, at least 2 years, if not almost.
We've been doing the show for a year, but we've met a couple years.
That's amazing. You guys have such camaraderie.
Yeah, that's what our wives don't really. Well, they'll start chatting together on their own, but we appreciate you see that, Lorelei.
No, I mean it's cool that there's a lot of people in the chat that are very similar that we just kind of met through YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's what's awesome about like this group is you get to know people through YouTube, and a lot of them, like in the side chat, I've met personally, and I know a lot will be up in Back of the Dragon this summer for the Virginia area motovlogger meetup, which is awesome. And it's so cool meeting folks, not just fellow riders. It's an added bonus if they're on YouTube and they know you through that. But God, we haven't had any issues with the people we've met. Everyone's been so cool and down to earth, and it's like an awesome feeling of just meeting people that all are very like-minded like we are, and it all centers around motorcycles, and it's awesome.
Hey, Colin, it's funny you say that because Mike Cayley 7 is here, right? And when we went down to West Virginia or Virginia, it was a couple years ago, like 2 years. We had all followed Mike and knew him. I know Jack knew him before both of us did. But when we met him the first night, you kind of give him the shake hands and that bro hug. But it's like I knew the guy, right? And that's the cool thing about YouTube and friendships, right? Yeah.
Listen, can I just interject just for a quick minute?
Yep.
There's a couple of guys that I've just met. Well, one is his name's Kevin, Superman Kev 2001, and Kevin went online because he was at the stay-at-home order, and he went on live he was testing out Yardstream or StreamYard, just checking it out. I saw he was online, so I went on and just checked it, and a couple of other people did, and at the end of it, we've created we call themselves the Canadian guys. But the three of us really didn't know each other, but we've come together because of the stay at home, and we've been able to create a really good friendships and do some talking about planning on trips and stuff like that already. So this YouTube and the community it's just fantastic to be a part of it and see how it goes.
Dave, you guys are on every Sunday morning, right?
Yeah, Sunday morning at 10.
Yeah, Kevin is one of the funniest guys on the planet.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
He is. He's super. And Wayne from Jarvis Biker is the other guy. He's a real technical guy. He plays guitar. He has wires all over the place in his house. For his YouTube setup, and it's an amazing group that we have going here on Sunday mornings. Much the same as you, but obviously you guys are the masters at it.
We've just been at it for a long, long time.
We're just old.
It's last March, so we're in season 2 right now. So,
and there's there's several people out there have been doing them, like the live streams.
Yeah.
So I think it's awesome that different people are jumping on, having different guests, and everybody gets to know like the community. I think that's really cool.
We are talking, if you guys ever seen Big Brother where they have the cameras in your house live all the time. So myself, Bob, and Colin are going to put cameras in all of our house and wire them together and have a channel where you can watch us all 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in our own natural habitat.
And I'm sure your wives would really approve of that.
Yeah, I told her, I said, you might have to get a more, a nicer, thicker robe, or, I got to be careful with those things. I'm thinking.
Yeah, you be very careful.
You're being recorded, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack, then they'll see your tramp stamp. So that's a bad idea. We can't do that.
But Bob, never mind.
No, we're not getting matching tramp stamps this year.
All right. This
I
is
think
these are
the old guy said, "How scary is that?" That's
that
kind
could
of
be very scary. That could be very scary.
Cranky old guy's cranky, and he's in Michigan too, so we got to ride soon. I just hope he's not going to be cranky when we ride, but yeah,
There you go.
he keeps us straight for sure.
Another quick rapid question: quiet night at home with your spouse, or you like to go out and eat? What's more important?
I'll be honest, with COVID, we want to get out.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's as soon as you can, because we haven't been able to go out. So as soon as we can go out, we like to go out right now.
Yeah. So our restaurants right now are maximum 10 people inside.
Wow.
So yeah.
But
go out
that's
and eat.
only recent. Yeah.
Recent.
Yeah. Before that, it was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either way here. We do a lot of takeout. So like we'll do the go pick it up and then bring it back to the house. But I usually we just hang out at the house.
I'm like you guys. I want to get out and sit in a restaurant. So hopefully that'll happen again. So I would tell you try to do it once a week, whether it's even a Sunday morning or Saturday morning breakfast or something like that.
Yeah.
We used to do it on Saturdays, but we don't want to miss the coffee with HDR, so we can't.
Another shameless plug.
Dude, that's like twice I've plugged you. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, but
Again, that's how you see the tramp stamp. I had to throw that out there.
yeah, you know what? We like being at home, but after the last year, we'd like to go out and sit in a restaurant and have an enjoyable evening for sure.
Cool.
We do that now. We try to go out once a week, or we do take out and bring it home. But
Yeah.
so anyway, delegated or do it yourself?
I do what I'm told.
We know, David.
So you don't delegate it to the neighbor kid. Like, hey,
I have a
Work.
honey-do list. A honey do this and honey do that.
Yeah. And the honey-do list is now in volume 5 and it's hard copy.
hard copied.
Home wise,
No,
probably
or life. I mean, this could be. Well, you guys, I know you're in management, so yeah. Let's say home.
probably
You
do
gonna tell your daughter to go out and clean the garage? You're just gonna go out and do it yourself?
No, we do it together. No,
Oh, that's nice.
really, I'm like try not to act around the boss. Like, well, you need to do this because I'm lazy or anything. Because I like getting them involved in different things.
Good.
But if I ask my wife something, that's a different story. So she's not online, so I'll do it myself.
I would say, other than stacking wood, do it myself at home. From a work standpoint, delegate for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a do-it-yourself guy too. I mean, it's just a lot quicker. I don't like
Our
this.
wives may disagree, right, Jack?
Yeah. Like today, today my wife was out cleaning the kitchen, doing the dishes up and getting the stove wiped down, and she's scrubbing the refrigerator out. Things that are done in the kitchen. She goes, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Oh, I'm so busy today." She said, "What are you going to do?" I said, "I could go change the brake fluid in the motorcycle, and I got to fix that exhaust." But she goes, "Your priorities are way different than mine." I said, "But that bike's going to be taking us, on vacation soon. It's got to be ready." So, all right, living in the mountains. I'm talking up on a dirt road in an old log cabin. You're living way up in the sticks in Montana somewhere, with just you and your spouse, and you're just so happy with each other. Or do you want to live in a major city where you got like a Sheetz and a Wawa around the corner?
Mountains. For
Yeah.
me, mountains.
Yeah, I go with the mountains too.
In the mountains. Colin.
Well, what I want is the mountains, big time. She would want living in the beach,
Living in the beach.
by the beach. So she's a beach girl, and I'm a mountain guy.
You know what? For me, I grew up as a city boy, so I've always loved big cities. Spent a lot of time in Chicago, and I love it. But the older I get, I'll take 20, 30 acres in the mountains with Mrs. Bodine any day.
Yeah, I'm starting to get to that point. Well, I've probably been at that point for a while now, but in the mountains somewhere with no cell phone service. So probably not even no internet, because there'd be no roads, guys. So you couldn't ride motorcycles, but maybe dirt bikes. We can have dirt bikes.
Well, that's a problem.
No,
You
dirt
didn't mention that. We got to be able to ride our motorcycles.
Exactly.
motorcycles. All right. So I think that's about it. So we should wrap up this evening. It's a wonderful, wonderful evening with these wonderful, fine Canadian folks. So we'll go around the squares and get your final thoughts. Dave and Lorelei, we'll let you guys go ahead first.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. I actually don't know much about you, but now I'm going to go look and check into you because I've already heard so many wonderful things. And I think you guys have such great camaraderie. So thank you for that. And after this, we're going to go have some. So I made some Irish cheddar and beer soup. So
that sounds good.
Good.
we're going to go have that for dinner. But thank you so much for this. This was great.
Guys, I watch you every week and, watch your videos and that. So I'm enjoying that. So thank you very much for this opportunity. And I don't think I said anything that I have to worry about getting in trouble with tonight. I don't think so. But guys, really, it's just Dave, right?
Okay, David.
David, good luck tonight after the show. So, as always, as I just typed this right now, thanks. Excuse me. Thanks everyone for joining tonight. You guys are awesome, and I'd like to thank you two as well for taking an hour out of your night and coming on. You guys seem like great people. We appreciate always having a great guest on. So thank you. So as always, Jack and Bob, thank you very much. As I love doing this stuff every week. Giving myself a shameless plug. Next week, we are back on my channel, and I'm going to have a couple of them I think are in here. Similar to kind of like what we do, like the three of us are really tight friends, and there's a couple other groups out there that are kind of tight and they hang out and they've gotten to know each other over the years. And we're actually going to have 3 guests on next week, and they're kind of like have their own tight friendship. And that's Terrain Midwest, Dad and Mad, and Stevie TV. All 3 of them are going to be on next week and kind of talk about the camaraderie and all that stuff. So looking forward to it. Andrew, I think I saw you in here, and Dad and Mad. So glad to have you guys both in there. So Jack, thank you very much for hosting. And Bob, you're up.
Yeah, thanks to you both. David, thank you for stopping in, even though your wife was a star of the show again. So thank you, everybody. We always invite people that are good people, and Jack scored again here. So we appreciate you guys being on. Check out Harley's Diners and Rides. I think they got a really cool channel, do a lot of newer places that they visit, and there's just a good variety there, and they're good people. So check them out. So thank you guys. We definitely appreciate it. Jack, nice job as usual. And Colin, go Cheats.
No.
All right. Dave and Lorelei, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. When I sent that out, when you guys here, we'll give you another plug. When you sent me this cool sticker and Mrs. HR said, you got to invite the HDRs on. I said, hon, we're on every day, baby. She said, not that way. She said, these fine folks here from Canada. I said, oh, that's who. Yeah. So, but yeah, thank you both so much for accepting the offer and coming on the show. You definitely made it tonight, and we do appreciate that. We do ask you to stick around just a little bit, hang in the green room with us when the show ends. So don't just click that stream off. Just hang around. We'll do a little bit of we do a little after party with all of our guests, and we drink it up, and that's not true. I'll see you in a little bit. But anyway, bye everybody. Thanks for the side chat tonight. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.